Good morning, family. It is Empress Jackrabbit, and it's April 27th, 2015. And just like I said in one of my other videos, this month went by so fast. This is the last week of the month. Um, so I'm here today. I want to do a reading of a couple of people. Before I do, make sure that if you like, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment. And let me just say once again, I am so thankful and so appreciative of the great comments that you've given me and the great shout outs that I've gotten from Random Addict. I really appreciate her and a lot of other of my YouTube friends I like enjoy listening to or chat with. Mike B, um, Crystal. What's Crystal's last name? She has a psychic channel. Crystal. Um, Ashley Miller, of course. There's quite a few I either listen to or enjoy. Rich Kid. If you have not watched Rich Kid, you have to watch him. He does an impersonation, but he just absolutely nails it. I absolutely love him. It's a commentary. He's great. Oh my goodness, DJ Academics. He is the bomb. He's a young dude, and he talks on some current events and primarily what's going on in the music industry and things like that. But the way he does it, excuse me, and I highly recommend that you go and you listen to his conversation on Big Sean and Ariana Grande. Now, you might say, I don't care about that, but it is the read, baby. It's the funniness. It's the sarcasticness. It's not one of these wannabe people that want to read people or drag them to filth and all that they talk about. And all they're doing is sitting up there and cursing, and it's not funny. When you hear read, it's supposed to be hilarious. Okay. So let me put my glasses on so I can see here. Today, I am doing Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, and I'm going to give my prediction, taking myself out on a limb with that. And the fight is May 2nd. I think it's 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock Eastern time, anyways. So that's this Saturday. So hopefully you guys will have fight parties of your own or fight parties that you will attend. We're going to have a fight party. My husband is, and we'll have some food and beverages and things like that. So it'll be a good time had by all. I like fights in general. So I'll be there for it, but I'll be busy doing other things as well. Okay, so let's kick it off, and let's start off looking at Manny Pacquiao. And this is the Pacquiao Mayweather, guys. So Pacquiao was born December 17th, 1978. I'm drinking juice this morning. Yeah. Looking at him across the board, he is a number 9 person. A number 9 person, life path number 9, he is a great humanitarian. He loves animals and children and nature. He has a forgiving spirit. He's very generous. He's from the Philippines, so you can best believe they love him there. They don't have that love for Mayweather there. But also, Mayweather is not getting the love that you think he should have here in the stateside. People are loving this Manny Pacquiao. For those of you that don't know, and I guess I know from reading the paper or living in Vegas, this fight was supposed to happen 4 or 5 years ago. And Pacquiao was here for it. It was Mayweather who was having excuses or not ready or was supposed to fight other people. His people were putting that fight off. Mayweather gets somewhat of a say of who he wants to fight, of course, but it's his circle that's going to really be the ones to determine who he's ready for. Pacquiao grew up with really a great joy and a love of life and a creative spirit and wanting to be in the limelight. He had a thirst for being in the limelight. Um, he would have been seemingly older, like he behaved older than what he was. I guess in that would show itself in his drive and his determination. But also, he came from a poor background. I could just see that, and he would have went into the fighting game um, because he was good and because he wanted to help his family, parents, that type of thing, add to the family. Um, Nowadays, he's made money. He is a wealthy dude, and he's very generous, like I said, with his money. He would have learned how to. There would have been a parent in his life that wasn't there for him in the way that he would have wanted them to be, or as much as he would have wanted them to be. He learned how to be a man from that. A lot of times we learn our being a man, being a woman, by our parental role models. Sometimes that's parents, it could be grandparents, it could be guardians, it could be foster or adoptive parents, it could be mentors or coaches. So there's a lot of different ways that we learn that. And so that's him. He would have learned a part of that, who he is now, from his team, I guess you want to say. And there was somebody in his life, and I always want to think it's dad, but it could have been mom, but there was somebody that wasn't able to love him in the way that he wanted to love. They were about work, 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 go, 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 business, business, can't be there for this, can't be there for that. But it didn't stop him. He comes across as a number 11 to us. That's kind of heavy. He comes across kind of like a heavy spirit, but he's much more humorous and fun and down to earth than what we would imagine him to be, even though he is a Sagittarius. And he can think outside the box. He can have the courage to do things on his own. He doesn't need to be talking to him. He has already this courage or this vision for himself that would continue to propel him forward. He has a temper too. He has to watch that and keep that in check. He doesn't like to really have that on display. But that 11 would have made him look two different ways. If we look at it as 11, that meant that he was always a magnet for a lot of drama and issues and money problems and relationship problems and things like that. But on the other hand, it could have been added together, which makes it a 2, meant that he really was about keeping himself surrounded in circles of harmony and balance and things like that. And I'm going to go with he probably was a little more like that. To be successful in this fighting game, everything else in your life has to be kind of calm. Manny Pacquiao year, his personal birthday year doesn't start till December 17th. So this year is a number 8 year, which is a great year, financial year for people. If you plan things or if you're in school, there's money attached to it one way or the other. Either you're losing it or it's coming in. But that hasn't affected him. His birthday hasn't come yet. So that means that for him, his personal year is a number 9, and that's a year of endings. That means that he's putting closure on everything, whether he wants to or he doesn't, and the universe then takes it away from him. He finds that some of the people in his circle are not as committed to him as they said they would. He could be finding out that somebody betrayed him and bet against him or was working against him or dropping negativity in his ear, and that's not what he needs right now. Let's take a look at Mayweather. His birthday is in February 24th. It's so late in the month that would make him a Pisces. And ordinarily, I would think a Sagittarius would outdo a Pisces anyways, because a Pisces is always going to fall back on what they know best, which is their emotions. And that's him. He is an emotional dude. And if you kept up with the vlogs or Instagram or anything like that, Twitter, he has been out there with relationship issues with several people. Nelly, T.I. wife, all of that. There has been drama around him. And he doesn't seem to understand that after a while, people get sick of that. We all get sick of that when you're just overly emotional, hypersensitive, all of that. He does have a wisdom, though, not school smart, not even financially smart. He's not very smart with his money, but he has common sense, of the rights and wrongs for him and his life because he's been living it for a long time. He is, what's his life path here? He's a number 5. So he loves to change where he lives. Now, not major moves, but just like in Vegas, I know he's moved quite a bit just from being out there. But he likes to change his cars, change his look his appearance on the outside, change the people that he's dealing with in terms of, relationships or friends or buddies. Everything with him is come and go. He has a overwhelming desire to have fun and freedom and space and to frolic. And he finds that he's not able to do that as much because of his scheduling and his training. His early days would have been family issues, family relationships. There would have had been drama like breakups, separations, divorce. Not necessarily of him, but his parents, or his uncles, aunts, whatever. There was something in his family that was unstable, and he craved for the stability. And he always acted in stable ways, or always was. He was the little peacemaker, is what he really was. Prior to getting into fighting and as he got on into fighting, he was always trying to be friends with people and keep people together and not have the fighting. He still has a part of that in him, whereas he likes relationships. Trust me, he does. But he wants the perfect woman. That's what it's showing to me. He wants this woman who is highly educated, a fantastic mom, beautiful, book smart, street smart, can handle money, can dot their I's and cross their T's. They've got to be perfect in every way, inside and out, to capture him. Like, you could be beautiful. I've seen him in some documentaries, and he's been with beautiful women. Actually, I saw the documentary. He's with the woman that Nelly is now with. Beautiful girl. And his mother before him, also beautiful. However, that's not enough for him. And they think that's enough. The beauty, or let me sex you up and all that kind of stuff. And that's good. No man is going to say no to that, especially a prize fighter. But he wants someone a little more, not compliant. He wants them to have a certain amount of go-get-itness. Even if they had a good career, he wouldn't want to stop them. He wants them to be their own person. So you don't look to me all the time to be your bank or your constant nurturer or caregiver. It's almost like he wants his cake and eat it too. He wants a mommy, but then he wants a professional woman. He wants to dominate to a degree. He's not totally dominant. He wants to dominate to a degree, but he also wants you to be your own woman, independent. So that's a lot to ask for any woman. Right now in his life, also, he is the caretaker of everybody. He's has his family working for him in his circle. They've been working for him for years. They seem to always be in need of money or care or something like that. They're always like that for him, and he's very loyal to them. He's going to be there to them to the end regardless. He has his moments, though, where he gets sick of it, gets angry, gets into his feelings, but ultimately he'll be back together with his family or members of his family. They're always going to reign over anybody else. Now until he grows to an old person. This year, excuse me, he's in a number 7 year, which is interesting because he's in a 7 year and Pacquiao is in a 9 year. So if I want to say who would win this fight, I would put my money on Mayweather. Not because Pacquiao isn't a great fighter. It's because Mayweather is studying him. Mayweather has gone back to his basic type of training, the basic skill set, getting his endurance up and his hitting power up. He's studying those Pacquiao tapes. He is working on this like never before because he's a hometown boy, as Las Vegas, originally from Lansing or Grand Rapids, Michigan, but he's a hometown favorite, and so he's going to be fighting at the MGM. There's a lot of weight and pressure on him, so that's why he is really working hard. He is extremely focused on this. He is watching his diet. He's not trying to surround himself with a bunch of hangers-oners or a bunch of women. None of that. He is dedicated and motivated to fight this fight. He knows that he's coming up against strong opposition. If you've up in the fight game at all, then you know that Mayweather has fought a lot of bums. I'm just going to put it straight. There it is. He fought a lot of bums. And it was designed like that to get him up and up till he reached a title position, which he has. Now he's got to fight his real fight. For him, though, he'll be able to do it because that day is another a number 7 day, and it's gonna it all will come out that he will win in the end. And I see Pacquiao deciding after this fight. He hasn't said it. I don't know. Haven't kept up on the news on him, but this will be it for him. This is the final fight for him. And he'll want to walk away from that and start something completely new. So good luck, you guys. I see Mayweather all the way. We'll see how it goes. This is just my feeling and my prediction. I'm not Las Vegas bookie, so I could be wrong, or I'm not a sports nut like that, but I do like fighting. But that's who I see who has it. Put your money on whoever you want to, or just enjoy it for a good time. Anyway it goes, it promises to be a very entertaining night. And thank you guys. Thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and have a good night.